So this one is first for content marketers, but they have a bigger strategy to bring really great reviews to you and be able to reuse those reviews. If you read a review online for any product, you don't know, is it credible? You don't know, is it biased? Is it paid for? And these guys have figured out how to make sure the quality of reviews, product reviews, is high quality, and how to build a system for content marketers, to people like me, to use these reviews from around the web to augment Facebook and other places. So let's talk about Empowered right now. Who are you?
So my name is Piruz Nilforish. I'm the co-founder and president of Empowered. And previously, I started a company called NetShelter with my brother Payman, and we just sold that last year to Ziff Davis. So we're at it again with Empowered, trying to bring credible information to people.
Very cool. So first of all, did I pitch it right? Is this for content marketers right now, or is it for my mom and dad?
No, you actually did a really good job explaining it. So the current product that we have in market is designed for content marketers and really gives them the ability to find credible information about their product and service and get that out there in front of more people.
So let's say I work at Nikon and I want to use you guys to put camera reviews out on Facebook or something like that. One, how do you pay for this? Is there a huge fee, or is it? Tell me how the business works.
Sure, yeah. So our main customer focus has been big brands. So we work with guys like Motorola and Kia and Ford and others. And the way a brand actually uses a product, they use our dashboard to help them find the best content, the content that's been written by top-ranked experts. People that have had a track record of writing engaging content in a given topic, and then they're able to use the platform to instantly turn that into native ads across the web, across Facebook, and they only pay, and this is the cool part, they only pay when users actually, not when they click on the ad, but when users actually spend at least 15 seconds reading the content, or if they share the content.
Got it.
So it's really designed to drive brand engagement versus a lot of kind of clickbait solutions that are in the market today.
No, that totally makes sense. How do you figure out who is credible? Like let's use Nikon. Who's a credible photographer, a blogger who writes about cameras? I know a couple like DP Review, stuff like that. But how do you guys pick the credible ones out of all the noise out there?
Yeah, so that's the whole reason why we started the company, was to help eliminate that noise and find the credible people. So the core of the company is a data platform that literally, I'll give you a topic, like for a topic like smartphones, we're ingesting and taking a look at every single article, and we track who's written that article. And we track over the lifetime of your work in that given topic. Are you able to consistently drive social engagement with that content? So what makes somebody a top expert in a topic like smartphones is the fact that they're consistently writing information in that topic that is being shared much higher than anybody else.
Yeah.
So that's the core of the algorithm. So naturally it brings up people that are not your kind of just social media influencer that happen to tweet a couple times, but these are people that are consistently sharing their knowledge in the topic, and it's being validated by audiences vis-a-vis sharing their information.
So you're not just looking at a clout score to figure out who's credible. You're actually looking at the content itself and how much engagement that content gets.
Exactly.
Interesting. Can you show us around a little bit and just show us some of the topics that I might be able to use, like at Rackspace, for instance? If I wanted to build some native ads, I was hanging out with Telstra, and the execs there spend a few grand every weekend advertising cell phones, and they'd love this kind of content to stick in an ad, that kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah. So let me give you a demo of the product. So the core of the application is revolved around a concept that we call streams, and streams are basically content feeds.
Yeah.
So you can set up a stream for any given product, service, or brand. In this case, we're looking at a stream for the Moto X, the new smartphone from Motorola. And we are essentially pulling in all the ranked experts in a relevant topic, in this case smartphones, that have written something about the Moto X. So pretty quickly as a user, and this is a timeline of all the content that experts have written about you, starting with a week ago, going all the way down. So I can quickly kind of navigate. I can click this article by Brad Reed. I can check out the article. I can click on the profile link for Brad Reed and actually get a sense of why he's a top expert in smartphones. So as you can see, 64% of all the content that he writes is about smartphones. He's written over 3,400 stories so far this year about smartphones, and he's getting over 200 shares per story. So somebody that's consistently writing about smartphones, and whenever he's writing about smartphones, people are sharing it at a pretty high rate.
Yep.
So as a brand, once you land on a story that you like from a credible person, you can go ahead and click this promote button, and instantly you're able to see kind of how your ad would look like across the web, as well as how your ad would look like across Facebook. You can go ahead and set your targeting parameters and put that campaign live. And once your ad actually goes up, so this is an ad for the BlackBerry Passport, it's written by a BlackBerry expert. When the user clicks on it, they're actually taken directly to the website that produced the article. And we frame the page so that we can track and measure all the user activity and report back for the customer. But once users actually finish reading this article, we actually ask them a question to understand the effectiveness of the content in shifting their opinions for the brand. Are you more likely to consider the BlackBerry Passport the product that was featured in this? And then lastly, what gets really interesting is in a typical campaign, an advertiser would promote anywhere from 5 to 30 different stories. Yeah. And we track and measure engagement on every single story. So if you take a look at this BlackBerry campaign, they're promoting 15 different stories. Their most engaging story, and the engagement rate is literally the percentage of people that after clicking on the ad are actually spending 15 seconds reading it, or they're sharing the content. Yeah. So this has a pretty high rate, 67%. But what's pretty cool is that there is a pretty big difference amongst the stories that we usually see in terms of engagement rate. So the story with the lowest engagement rate for this campaign actually only has an engagement rate of 6%. And the cool thing about our system is that you can keep adding stories to your campaign, and the system automatically optimizes the delivery of your budget to your most engaging stories. Yeah. So you're really getting the most out of your investment.
Do you share the money with the guy who wrote the article at all, or the brand that wrote the article? Is there any payment for that? Because I can imagine if you took my blog and put it in an ad, I'd be a little pissed at you.
Yeah. So that's a good question. So what happens is that we're driving the traffic to their website. So when a user actually goes from our ads to any of the websites whose content we're promoting, they get to monetize that traffic vis-a-vis the advertisements that they place on their own page. So in many ways, a lot of publishers like our solution because it's bringing them incremental traffic to their pages that they can monetize with their own advertising.
No, that's really cool. Where are you going with this in the future? Because you're building a nice database of all these products around the web that are written by, reviews that are written by highly credible people. Where are you going with this in the future?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're focused on kind of obviously having more and more marketers sign up and adopt the product. So, if you go to our website, you can sign up for a free account, start setting up your stream, start keeping track of content about your product or service. So, right now we're focused on broader and broader marketer adoption, but really the larger vision for the company is, today, I feel like it's very, very hard for people, just consumers of information, to have a place that they could go to get trusted information, content written by credible people. So that's the longer term vision for the company, is actually creating a consumer news application that can actually make it easy for you to keep track of the top stories of the day and get the perspective of the top experts on what's happening at any given time.
Interesting. Tell me about the company. How are you funded? How many people are working on it?
Yeah, so we're funded by Row Ventures and Relay Ventures. We have about 25 people based out of San Francisco, and we're growing really fast, especially on the product and engineering side.
Very cool. Is there anything else I need to cover?
No, I think you've covered it.
Well, thank you so much for coming and showing it to me. Good luck to all the content marketers out there who are trying to do what I'm doing. Where do I learn?